How's it going? Welcome back to the shows. This is You Made Roscoe
Savage Moses.
together we are doing our dual routine as we do. We like to get together and do what we do together when we get it. That's what a dual show is. But yeah, no, we'll be checking out a video. PayDay Monsanto is the artist. The name of the song is Bamboozled. Neither me or Savage has heard of it. So we'll be checking this out. Before we get into it, we do want to ask that you please subscribe to the channels. Also, make sure you hit the notification bells. Also, make sure that you go over to PayDay Monsanto's homepage and do the same thing because we do want to support the artists. And Savage, first of all, let's give a shout out. The shout out is to Alyssa Madrano. So, Alyssa, I know you've been waiting for this joint. I'm sorry for the wait. I was trying to get Moses in the building. You know what I mean? Like it'd be hard to get Savage. You know what I mean?
I don't throw it on me. I don't know it on me now. Hey, listen. Hey.
No, I ain't gonna put that on him. That's not on him. That's totally on me. But yeah, no. I'm glad to have Savage Moses in the building with me because originally it would have been like either me, because but now I get to do this with Savage. We're gonna go ahead and get this started.
Good too.
What you say?
I said, hopefully it's a good one.
Yeah, no, she promised that it is. She say it's fire. So Alyssa, we holding you to that. You know what I mean? You heard what Savage just said. He said it gotta be good. So Savage, it gotta be good, right?
I'm gonna let you know if it ain't.
All right, so we gonna go ahead and start this up. Let's get it.
Vladimir pop off. It's just another motherfucking day. On the boulevard of broken dreams. Situation isn't always what it seems. You know what I'm saying? This is a warning. It's in effect. Ever since I had some time to reflect, they offered me a FEMA check, but I declined with respect. I told them all things equal, I wouldn't reject your plan, but I understand its intended effect. I know your cops are trained by Israeli commandos. I saw the coffins, the camps, the hollow tip ammo. I know you're paid experts in their extravaganza. I see them all on the TV pushing your propaganda. Dr. Phil said, yo, you should chill. Vaccinated your children and prescribed you a pill. They've been unwittingly trained to kill. Who cares who it hurts if it makes them a mill? Still, they can surely appreciate the myopic. They want the whole populace addicted to psychotropics. They manufactured your culture into their junior dance. It won't be long until you're ushered off into the camp. The nuclear wind is blowing in the breeze. Your future lies on knowing your true enemy. It's time to buy some bullets, cause the ballot's full of whores. If that candidate gets 4 more years, you'll get 4 more wars. There's a predatory gang.
Before he goes into that second verse, we're gonna go back just like a second or two.
What's the name of that song with the flow he biting right there?
You said the name of the flow he bite.
I mean that's the only way I know how to say it. But you know what I'm saying? What's the name of the original song with that?
No, it do have a very familiar ring to it, and
it's a song they used to use the fuck out of it for commercials. Dang. I can't even remember how it go though.
Yeah. But what else you think about it besides the fact that it's ringing bells?
I was gonna say before that the message was decent, but it wasn't catchy until he got to that part that made me think of that song. Then I'm like, oh, okay.
Word.
So I gotta see where he go with the rest of it, how he tied back together.
Yeah. No, it do have a very conscious feel to it. I think that's evident. He talking about a lot of real stuff, but the part of it it really catching you and all that's still to be determined. But yeah, let's continue.
Gang gang of scheming rats, relentless, disinterest. Beat the motherfucker senseless. Freedom and truth must coexist, precocious. Woe to those who don't understand the symbiosis. You can't have one without the other. Like the First and Second Amendment, they go together, my brother. That's why when I'm admonished by someone who's shouting stop, I scream it from the peak of a fucking mountaintop. Voltaire taught me a lesson. You wanna know who rules, you just ask yourself who you can't question. Even Kennedy told you something's going on. Days after that, his whole dome was gone. Public ritual, so the public is fearing it. Done in the 33rd degree parallel pyramid. You get curious when they start throwing prices at you. Ask yourself, will you ever be a crisis actor? Nuclear wind is blowing, blowing in the breeze. Your future lies on knowing your true enemy. It's time to buy some bullets, cause the balance full of whores. If that candidate gets 4 more years, you'll get 4 more wars. We've all been bamboozled. We've all been bamboozled.
Well, let me stop it right there. I'll push it back just like a second or two. I ain't gonna front. For me, you know, I know that there's a age gap between me and me and Savage, so I go back a little ways. But you know, the boom bap part of this, the beat and stuff like that, I actually dig it a little bit, and his flow I also dig it a little bit too. But Savage, I want to ask your opinion, your honest opinion on this.
I think it's decent. It's just how should I put it?
Be honest.
It's decent, but it's the wrong packaging for the message he's trying to get off. I don't feel like this is the right package or the right setting to push or get motherfuckers to give a fuck about what you're talking about.
No, I get where you're going now, but and I think because this is a sound that is, you know, it's gonna be attractive to heads that's probably in my age range and stuff like that, but those wouldn't be the people that's actually buying, you know, mainstream records, stuff like that, and listening to all of the mainstream artists and tuned into those artists. So I do get what you're saying, Savage. Get where you're coming from with this, but yeah, no, it's gonna be one of those things where it's kind of age specific or, you know, kind of crowd specific, you know, if you want to go there. But anything else? Yeah.
To piggyback off what you were saying, basically, I wouldn't say that it's necessarily kind of like, well, yeah, because I would say this, it don't appeal to that same mainstream audience because of the packaging. I wouldn't say that it couldn't be, or it's only got to be for old heads, or it can't appeal to young people, because I feel like in some ways Kendrick, J. Cole, we done seen plenty of examples of motherfuckers take the same message and package it to where everybody can get it. That I think, you know, it's a disconnect there from him to package it to make this shit relatable on all levels.
Yeah, no,
and that's the only part.
I get it.
But everything else, it's solid. You feel me? The beat, the way he got it mixed and shit. Even when he like got to the hook with the little
with the scratching and stuff.
Yeah, with the scratching and shit.
Yeah. No, I was digging that. No, you can't front on that stuff. It's natural hip hop stuff. So I'm always gonna be like a fan of that. But I also get exactly where you're coming from, though, because it is very much like there's a specific crowd that's gonna kind of draw to this, and that won't be the largest crowd. We just have to be honest, you know. So,
right.
So I get it, but we can continue.
Something's fishy here. Can you smell it? Something's fishy here. Wake up! Something's fishy here. I think it's gonna get more macabre. Wake up! fishy here. Something's fishy here. Can you smell it? Something's fishy here. Something's fishy here. Something's fishy here. Can you smell it? Send all judges the jam. 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 Send all judges. Send all judges the jam. And that is where the treachery ends. All judges the jam. And that is where the treachery ends. Send all judges the jam. And that is where the treachery ends. Wake up! Send all judges the jam. And that is where the treachery ends. Everywhere.
I'm gonna stop it right there with that. Man, that beat is nice. The beat is growing on me more and more. The
Yeah,
more,
I was just finna say I'm really digging the beat and has mastered
yeah,
almost a little more than the lyrics.
yeah, no,
And the way that they highlighting it, it almost makes you appreciate it more because they ain't even. It's like, damn, they ain't put this much emphasis on the actual message.
no, I almost bucked out a freestyle. You know what I mean? Like that beat was kind of it was dope. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, this will be the last time we stop it. We'll go ahead, finish it out, give our final analysis, and then everybody can go home happy. You know, so let's go ahead and do that.
Everywhere. 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 Wake up! Everywhere. Everywhere. Wake up! Judges the jam everywhere. Wake up! That was fresh. That was fresh. It's a shame we have to deal with this duality. You know, there's demons and there's reptiles. And unfortunately, most people have been hoodwinked and bamboozled by one of them. What a shame, what a shame, what a shame.
All right. Well, we'll stop that. And let's see here. Yep, we're done. PayDay Monsanto was that artist. Bamboozled was the song. Savage Moses, what you got to say about
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much still where I was left at that same at the last, brief little explanation. Because he pretty much ended out where we expected to come more beat, more emphasis on, the mastering and the actual sound of the music versus the message. Which I feel like the message is so deep to where you kind of shouldn't do that almost to a certain point. But in music, I understand the short attention spans and, trying to keep people attached and connected and make it through the whole damn song. So maybe it could have been some play on that.
Yeah. No, I'm riding with you and what you're saying. This sounds good to me. I ain't gonna front, but I do come from I'm attracted to this type of stuff. You know what I mean? Amongst other things, you know what I mean? Like there's nothing I'm not listening to if it's good music, if that's good. But first and foremost, it's gonna be like hip hop, and it's gonna be this type of hip hop, But I've also, graduated to other sounds to when, I'm open to other things, and other type of sounds, and this is a sound. Sometimes I'm with it, and other times it'll get dry because I do realize like it's a similar sound to other sounds in that same realm. So it'll get stale if you play it a lot. But I play it a lot, and I also find some other things that are newer with some different type of sounds. So this guy, he did a very decent job. I think decent enough for me to be intrigued and want to check out some more of his stuff. Maybe he has some other things. I know that artists, for me, I hope that people are versatile and doing other things on their album and not just sticking to one thing. But
Right.
anything else you want to throw out there? I'm sorry, I don't want to be,
No, I agree. I totally agree. I probably would have to tap into some other music and see if he maybe did the opposite thing on the song. Maybe he got a beat that ain't as slamming, a little less lackluster, but he come in heavy with the message and really deliver it a certain type of way to make it stand out and be the carrier of the song. So
okay. I guess what you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead. I'm gonna throw my thumb up.
I'm in the middle.
Okay. It's been a while since I've seen had the little Midland thumb. You know what I mean? It's not unprecedented, but it's been a minute. But okay.
Yeah, I said it ain't trash, but it ain't something I'm finna play 4-5 times a day. Probably once a month it'll slide in the playlist, and then that'll be it.
I'm almost in the nursing home, so that's right for me. You know what I mean? The other year, so I'll be on the cane. But no, I ain't moving like that. I'll be very active for a very long time, even when I'm, I be doing me. But no, me and Savage, we kind of on different planes. So this is a first. It's a little unprecedented, but I actually I'm hoping to get more of this. You know what I mean? Like me and Savage, we talk behind the scenes a lot about people want to see us coming at each other sometimes. I'm more than certain. You know what I mean? And we'll have our debates. We ready. We've been cooking up some stuff. You know what I mean?
Time to.
Right. So we'll bring y'all all that stuff, and we'll get our Skip and Shannon on. We'll be on different things, I'll be throwing my fist up like an old man, like you ready to fight, and all that stuff, But we'll put that into play when time comes. But when you see us with the thumbs, despite that, we'll continue. Well, without running out of time, we'll continue to probably check out some more of this stuff in the future if people are requesting that stuff. But we're gonna leave. Before we do, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the share button, hit the playlist option. On my page, I suppose I'll go ahead and make a playlist for PayDay Monsanto. I'm gonna do PayDay Monsanto a solid. You know what I mean? Like you made it to the big time. You made it to the greatest worst show on YouTube. You know what I mean? So yeah, no. You'll see of course this and anything else that I've reacted to or will react to, in the future when it comes to this guy. But Savage can now tell you where you'll find this on his page. So.
Oh man, just go to my page and get lost. Savage Moses. You don't need to look for nothing specific. Just look for what you need to be finding.
Right.
The Lord will lead you to where you need to be. Don't worry about it.
Right. I like that. Just go into the woods and just like no lights, no nothing. Like, where am I? You and Savage Moses. I like.
Run around with your head cut off.
Until you see the light. Wherever the light is, just keep on following the light. But yeah, no, that's what's up. So definitely want to support my man's. Go over to his page. Check out his stuff. He got a ton of stuff, like you just said. Cash App. The playlist for other stuff for other people and all that stuff is the same deal. Just like he said, just get lost in everything. Cash App, $ you made Roscoe. Cash App, $ Savage Moses Gamer. PayPal at you made Roscoe. PayPal at Savage Moses Gaming. The super thanks option is available on both pages. So make sure that, or I should say, that's for those who like to show their support or appreciation for what's being done on the pages. Any donations will be made to any of those spots that were just mentioned seconds ago. Just seconds ago, I just said stuff. So check out that stuff and or support if you like to, or if you don't have to, but we like supporters. That's all I have to say. Savage, anything else you want to say?
No, that's it, man. Y'all already know. Appreciate the love. Shout out to the Savage Nation. And we gonna see y'all on the next one.
All right. So until then, be safe in these YouTube streets and be good. That's it. We gone.